Hello guys, today I'm about to do a merch update for 2026. I want to show off all the merch that I have. And boy, will it be a show. I know I haven't done it in 2 years, and I apologize for that, but this year we're getting back. So without further ado, let's do a little merch review since we last left off. Okay, so we got my fuel can I got a few years ago. Like this is my authentic Nascar Joe Gibbs fuel can. I don't know exactly what race or driver. Don't ask me in the comments because I don't actually know, but this is a really nice piece that I have. And I definitely really respect it. And down here, we got Miles. It's pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't actually supposed to get this. It was kind of in a lot, and so the seller just threw this in here as a bonus, so that's pretty neat. Definitely appreciate that. Next we have the Denny Hamlin hauler from a few years ago. This one's signed by Denny. Got it signed in 2024 at Atlanta. The race where the 3-wide finish happened, which is really sweet. And Denny Hamlin's a really nice guy, and so glad that I became a fan of his. I don't care if the Chase Elliott fans hate me or anything, but I don't care. I'm a Denny fan, so who cares? I think that's kind of obvious by my wallpaper and all that stuff. That's kind of obvious. Now, here is my Miles the Monster figure. This is actually what I technically got. This is kind of what came with the plush, so I got this too. This was technically the thing I bought. This was just the bonus stuff. I didn't know that was even it, and so yeah, the seller is for that. So it's a pretty cool model. You can actually put some die cast in here, and it looks really, really cool. And I'm so sad that they're not gonna race Miles this year. They changed it to the All-Star race, so Miles isn't doing it. They don't have a trophy for Miles this year. But at least Denny Hamlin got the last 2 Miles trophies, so I can't really argue with that. But it is really unfortunate because he was probably one of the best parts of Bristol anyways. Dover. He was probably the best part about Dover. This mascot carries Dover, I swear. Dover is kind of boring. It's always been kind of a boring track, but a little off topic. We don't have all the time to talk about that, so let's move on. We got the Denny Hamlin helmet. That's also signed by him. I got that signed in 2023 at Talladega, which is pretty sweet. I also got this signed in 2023 at Talladega. 2008 COT diecast. This is the lower detail one. The version without like the hood or back end coming up. You can't open those, unfortunately. But it's very hard to see, but his signing is there. I just got a clear marker. Also, Fall Talladega, he was also a really good guy. I really recommend you like Denny Hamlin. Okay, you don't have to like Denny Hamlin, but but if you're like new to NASCAR, he's very, very cool. I really like him. He's really, really nice. He's one of the nicest and has one of the most personality of any NASCAR driver. He's not afraid to show it. But once again, this is not a Denny video, so I guess we'll move on. So I'll show you some Denny diecast new box, and I guess I'll show it to you. Here's the 2021 Daytona 500 scheme. I think it's pretty sweet. It's pretty cool. All these are newer box, by the way. So here's this 2022 car. I actually have a few of these. 2022 Cold Call 600 scheme. They won out Charlotte in 2022. The 2013 Denny Hamlin 6th Gen, the blue one, also new in box too. Here's the Mavis 2023 polka dot win, which was very controversial at the time. So that's pretty interesting. Then we have the Fright 2013 team, which I find to be pretty cool. So let's put this here. I gotta be careful. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so here's all my new ones. Carl Edwards, tribute, Darlington win, which is pretty cool. Yahoo. This is based off his Atlanta car. I think. I'm not sure though, but it's not the win version at Michigan. This is Martinsville win. This is based on the Martinsville win. The progressive car. And the Las Vegas car. The AMPM. Actually, I really like this game. It's very unique for Denny standards. Actually, he's going to have all his sponsors back for next season. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think Denny Hamlin's about to retire soon. So, I mean, that's kind of sad just hearing that as a Denny fan. You know, for being a fan of him for so long, it is kind of... Oh, wait a minute. Like I said, it's kind of sad. I've been a fan of him since 2013. When I was barely 2 years old. And it's kind of sad for him to start to retire now, but I 100% understand. His legacy will always be remembered. I think it's a smart decision to kind of retire soon because, you know, you don't want him to go down this downhill spiral. I understand that. A lot of drivers want to keep going because it's good, but then they eventually get worse and worse and worse, and they obviously don't want to do that. He doesn't want to affect his reputation. So I think as a driver, and make looking back at him, you know, not as good, but you know, I think it's a good idea for Denny. I hope he gets that championship next year. But at the same time, he'll retire, so I don't know. But here's the 2024 Mavis car. It's pretty cool. By the way, I took these out of the box for a second, so look at them. So it's some of these are technically not really new, but yeah, that's kind of why the cars are kind of folded up a little bit. Here's the 2023 Daytona 500 car, 50th anniversary, FedEx. Pretty cool car, all things considered. 2024 FedEx car. Definitely a pretty interesting scheme, but I'm not a huge fan of this one. But it is the last FedEx paint scheme, so that's pretty neat. Another 2022 car that I somehow have. 2025 debt relief car, which is pretty cool. Another 2022 car. Actually, this is the 2023 version, because it has 75th on it. So that's pretty cool. And we got the 2025 Sports Clip one. So that's pretty cool. So I'll put these up here. This is every paint scheme that Denny Hamlin got for this year in this scale. I don't know if they're going to release... I don't know if they got released Bob's or Kings Hawaiian. I don't know about that yet. I don't know if they got enough pre-orders in, but I hope they did because I really want all the paint schemes they got for that year. So it's pretty cool that I got all of them so far. All of them got released I have right now. So yeah, without further ado, before we move on, this is my Denny Hamlin 2019 tire. I made a post of it back when I first got it, but this is his Bristol win when he beat Parker Clearman to get his 5th or 6th win of 2019. I'm sorry, I'm not good about when it comes to win counts when it comes to drivers, but for each season. But yeah, this is the real thing. I mean, this came straight from Denny's mom. She had this in her garage, and she was deciding to sell some tires, and she wanted to give it to fans of Denny, which I'm one of those. So yeah, I was one of those lucky people to actually get one of these. I went to Charlotte. I went to the Coco 600 this year, and there was this pit guy who worked for Denny that was actually at pit road for that race, and he was operating all the tires. So I went and picked this up, and and he's a really nice guy. The fireman is a pretty nice guy. He's not there for all the races though, but he's a really cool guy. He has a really good Denny Hamlin diecast collection. He even got some customs, which I think is really, really cool. So, very nice guy. Definitely really cool. And it's super sweet to have his tire. I'll definitely cherish it for a long time. And especially after that fire, I am so glad I have this piece. And his mom was also very nice, not to mention. So, rest in peace, Denny's dad, and I'll definitely cherish this piece. I guess we'll move on. Here's our next thing. This is the Kevin Harvick 2023 schedule that was sold at dining places for eating, and I went to Roosters and my local Roosters, and I got this thing all the way back in 2023, and I was trying to collect these ones because it had the schedule on it, so I thought that was really cool. And unfortunately, I couldn't get 2025s, which has actually I don't really like Chastain, but luckily I still have the 2022 and 2023. I don't know where 2022 is right now, but it is cool. I still have 2023 here, so definitely a pretty cool piece to have. I tried to get Kevin Harvick to sign this in his final season. This is actually the last time he ever was contention to win anything, so that's really cool that I was even there for it. But he cheated, so he didn't get second. But that's not the point. So pretty unique piece to have. I had 2022s, but I don't know where that is right now. But yeah, I also got that from Roosters, but yeah, overall pretty cool piece. I guess I'll move on then. I tried to get Kevin Harvick to sign this, but he's being kind of a jerk, and he didn't even come. He didn't even make an attempt to come and get anyone signings, which wasn't really that cool. But oh well. I mean, what are you gonna do now? It's not like I liked Harvick that much, anyways. I guess I'll move on now. So up here, we got some pretty cool stuff up here. So there's definitely been some updates since the last 2024 video. I guess I'll show you some stuff. So our first thing down here, here's the Elvis Busch car, which is pretty sweet. We got the Dale Jr. Cup car from 1998, which they made a tribute to the paint scheme 2022. And I think this one's better. I always say like the Coca-Cola better, so I think it's cool to have like the real thing at the tribute that they did at Darlington. So here's the 2010 Dale Jr., the blue one, which is pretty cool, and the green one, which I find to be really cool. I got them new in the box, and it's pretty sweet. I got the Coca-Cola 600 Dale Jr. 2007 car too. I also got the 2008 Dale Jr. car too. And the 2007 Kyle Busch COT. The fancy one. Like the one with a lot of detail. To be fair, most of these are COTs. And I'm telling you, the COT is kind of underrated, I must say. I know it has a short lifespan, but my gosh, this car is actually much better than how people treat it today. Anyways, I'll move on up here. Here's a 2023 Cat, signed by Richard Petty and many of the Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, all the crew members, and it's pretty cool. I like this shiny little hat. It's pretty cool. The freight hat, Denny Hamlin signed it, but unfortunately you can't really see it that well. I got this thing signed already, so I didn't go there and sign it. 75th under here, also signed by millions of people on this hat, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. 2024 Clash win. Here's some little plates to put on the back of your car. Denny Hamlin flag here. That's the box they came in. Thought there was something behind there. Okay, and here's some actual NASCAR soda bottles. So here's a track pass I got at Atlanta a few years ago. There's a Denny Hamlin 2019 Coca-Cola bottle. It's definitely getting old. It came out in 2019, but it's pretty cool that I still have it. Here's Ryan Blaney. This was for a limited time in 2024. I think it was sold for the Coca-Cola 600. I got a bottle of this, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. I got a Santa Dale Earnhardt figure I got at Goodwill a few years ago. Bonnie LeBonnie Coca-Cola. That's pretty cool. 2025 Denny Hamlin hat, also signed too. This match, actually, I did not buy this. It was actually my friend. My friend actually had a VIP pass. Now, I already told you I went to the Coca-Cola 600. Well, he had a special pass. I didn't go with him though, so he actually saw Denny Hamlin and ran and actually barely got there in time before Denny Hamlin left, and Denny Hamlin heard him and he came over and signed the hat, and he found me on the racetrack. I was sitting kind of towards turn 1, going into 1, and so he gave me this hat, and man, I gotta thank him a lot. Like, this was really sweet. This is really cool, actually. Still has the tag and all that, and I really appreciate it. My friend, thank you so much for this. This was really sweet of you. Now I have this little hood here. I don't have the die cast for it, but I just have the hood here. It's basically a 2021 Darlington car, but I don't actually have the die cast for it. I know it's kind of weird, I just have a hood for it, but here's the 2021 6th Gen Denny Hamlin. Flipped over the hood. As you can see, the detail there is okay. It's not very well detailed. I mean, Lionel's been kind of cheaping out on some of their things, so that's nothing new. So, and then here's the Dale Earnhardt Sun Drop thing. This came out in 1979. I mean, it's a 1970s bottle, and I just think it's really, really cool to have. And yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I found it at a thrift store one time, and I think it's really cool. I got Winston headphones, which somehow still work. I don't know how, because they came out like in the 80s or something. So that's pretty cool too. Here's Dale Earnhardt 1979 car. This one is pretty cool. I mean, also has pretty good engine detail and all this stuff. So it's also really cool too. Now this little bolt here came from the 2023 Talladega truck race from Talladega. I got this thing at the Cup race. They were kind of giving these away, so that was really, really cool. So glad to have them. We'll have one of these. Now here's a piece of the racetrack that was from the rotted pavement of Talladega. This is a really nice piece. This is a close-up of the Talladega piece, and that is really cool. Like, this, I believe this is from the original figuration, so that is really cool, actually. It's really cool. This is, like, from the old pavement. We're currently still on the pavement that we have right now, but I think they're eventually going to change it in, like, a decade or two. I had, like, 7 years or something. They obviously paid Talladega and Daytona pretty well, so yeah. So in here I got a little safer barrier from Richmond, I believe. I think that's really cool though. Here's authentic 2025 confetti from Chase Briscoe's not Briscoe anymore. Yeah, it is Chase Briscoe. Never mind. This is his fall Talladega win. I actually went to Talladega that year, and I collected some confetti for that race because I actually was in the infield. So that is really, really cool, actually. So that's very, very cool. I'll put all these back. Okay, so here is the 2007 Denny Hamlin. I'm 24. This is non-opening diecast. It's kind of lower quality, but it's a little okay detail, so that's pretty cool. So we got Denny Hamlin's hauler here, another plate for your car, and this is a championship little thing I got here. These are rocks from Talladega on the sign, so we picked these up, so that's pretty cool too. So this is a very exclusive chain, a little coin that they brought out for 2023. I was one of the ones that were barely old enough to still do the. I was barely old enough to do the kids VIP, and so yeah, that's how I got that. Actually, in a month I was gonna turn 13, but I was barely on the line. It was like 1 month separated from me turning like 13, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, I got this in time before I turned 13, so that is really, really cool. So anyways, here's Denny Hamlin's hauler, like this, kind of like a diecast here, kind of new in the box. 3 24s. I got this one like this Christmas, and so I finally got like a detailed COT Denny Hamlin car, which is something I really wanted. So that's obviously really cool. So if we move on the bottom here, got Denny Hamlin chain, Tony Stewart, more Richard Petty, Kevin Harvick, and Michael Waltrip back here. Actually, no Kevin Harvick, Rusty Wallace, diecast. Got Tony Stewart. Actually, Joey Logano. Actually, that's his rookie year, so yeah. We got another Dale Jr. here, like his Mountain Dew car, also new in the box. Jeff Gordon, his first one, and his Duplon 2008 car, which is a bit rarer than the normal scheme, so that's pretty cool. Nascar for Dummies book. I don't know why I got that here, but yeah, sure. So we got Mark Martin, 2 Mark Martins. Actually, technically, this card never raced with a wing, so pretty weird card. Yeah, 2010 was weird when it comes to merch, diecast, because they switched the spoilers, so kind of like in the part where all the merch kind of already was made before they made the change. So some of these paint schemes have like the wing, even though it technically never raced with the wing. So yeah, these are technically weird modification diecast things. So 2016 Batman Dale Jr. from Auto Club or something like that. Crabman's truck, 2 of them back there. I went to the Daytona 500 that year, so I got this hat. And these are the tickets that we got for the race. One of Denny Hamlin's cards. Now, this is really cool. This is Daytona. This is like an old pavement of Daytona. Right here. Still sealed in the box. This is authentic pavement from Daytona. Of the original configuration. I mean, wow. I mean, this thing's amazing. Found it for pretty cheap, so I got it for my birthday, so definitely love it. Definitely something I love. So got more tickets here. And these are 2 bumpers from 2021 Xfinity. Brandon Jones and Ty Gibbs. So that's actually pretty cool, actually. They're both JGR, so. These are 2 bumpers I got for about like $30 or $23. I don't remember, but it was pretty cheap, so I got it, and definitely I definitely appreciate them. Definitely very nice to have. We get history book. Now we got Charlotte hat, which is pretty cool too. And we have these animated dogs and hamsters from Jimmy Industries. Jimmy made some of these Nascar guys, so I got some of them. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This one's new in box too. Got it years ago. It's pretty cool. I got the SpongeBob Jimmy Johnson car in box as well. I got some more dogs back there for the series. Yeah, it's pretty cool that Jimmy made these, so pretty cool. I got some more Denny Hamlin 24s back here. More Denny cars, or 2010 Denny Hamlin cars. Here's a piece of sheet metal. More safer barrier from, I believe, Charlotte. Actually, no, this is Bristol. Yeah, Bristol. Yeah, this is Bristol sheet metal. Oh yeah, and here's Daytona sheet metal. Forgot to mention. I don't actually have Talladega sheet metal, to be fair. But it would have been cool. I've been trying to get Talladega sheet metal, safer barrier for a very long time, so. Oh yeah, DW Hamster. That's peak. Now, let's go down here. We have another Richard Petty in 1992. Pretty neat diecast here. Got some 2024, 2023, 2025 cars, 2015 SpongeBob cars here. Got some 24s. Got some more 2024s. 2023 diecast here. This is a custom in here. 2022 Darlington throwback. Denny Hamlin. Some more Denny Hamlin back here. I'm not going to go through all this because there's a lot in here, but as you can definitely tell, it's definitely a pretty awesome collection down here. And we're almost done for this part, though. This is the 2006 Brickyard book from 2006. This is Denny Hamlin's rookie year. This is like the poster that you got. It's like, as you see here, it's the magazine for Brickyard. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, I guess I'll get to the final stuff. Here's my Jeff Gordon helmet, radio and CD player, and here's my Talladega windows. Mike from Talladega in the fall race. All Denny Hamlin, one Chastain. So, yeah, from like 2023 to present, I got all of them from the fall race. One per year, so that's pretty cool. Also, here's some pillows I got. I got a Richmond one and an Atlanta one. Here's my 2017 Brickyard 400 Denny Hamlin door from Casey Kane's final win. Also still has the original tape on it from to tell the people the jack under the car. We also got the 2023 Denny Hamlin Championship Phoenix race, which is one of the only Denny Hamlin doors that is metallic. So that is very unique, and that's why I really wanted this piece, because, you know, when do you ever see a Denny Hamlin door that has metallic on it? I mean, come on. This is really, really cool. So I decided to get it for that reason. 2020 Las Vegas Denny Hamlin bumper from the March race. This is the race right before COVID. So yeah, definitely pretty unique. This is my Tyler Reddick 2016 truck door, which literally says my name. Funny enough, that's literally my name. So that was funny, and so I decided to get it. It was pretty cheap, so yep. Denny Hamlin's parking spot for Darlington. Wait, this is okay. So I never knew about these, but apparently, if you win at Darlington, you have this little sign here, like that you could park in. So this is what it is. So very, very cool. I never even knew that until now. Here's just some Denny signs I got. One last thing, I gotta show you some of these tiny sheet metal pieces. So here is Regan Smith's 2006 fall Charlotte race from the Busch Series. Pretty sweet. He was involved in the big one, so that's why it's a bit great though. So Ryan Vickers 2013 Kentucky. This is when he slammed into the wall because of a tire failure. So that's what that is. Brian Scott's 2013 Daytona Xfinity car. This is from the infamous Kyle Larson big one, where Kyle Larson hit the catch fence. This is actually the car that put him in the catch fence. So really, really cool. I got this for almost nothing, by the way. Especially that piece. That was really, really cool. Person obviously didn't know what they had, so that's insane. I somehow got that. But here's Regan Smith's Daytona 500 car, possibly in dual car too, because they usually race the 500 car in the duels as well. So possibly 2 races. So that's pretty cool too. Denny Hamlin Dover piece. This is from the Fall Dover race in 2015 for the playoff race. It wasn't that memorable, but I have like 3 pieces of these. So that's really cool. Eric Jones 2021 Coke Sugar 400 at Daytona. It was involved in the big one on the final lap of that race. Same car, Denny Dover. 2009 Dale Jr. Signed to. And Denny Hamlin 2015. So, yeah, I mean, that's really all the Gmails now, so. I guess I'll move on to the next part. So, okay, here's the majority of my NASCAR diecast. Good bit of them. Just take a long look of all the ones I got here. Take a long look. There's some right here. Got a junior. Got some more here. Take a long look at this. This is really cool. All these ones are all cool. So, I guess I could show you a little more. I got some more in this bag, so might as well show you a little bit. I'm not going to go through all of it because that would just be in a pain. So, yeah, that's kind of all my NASCAR merch. So, if you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.